Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I'm continuing on with this. It's a pretty large job, actually. This will be the basement area now, and carpet is 18 years old. I was here 2 years ago, and did all this whole thing. Actually, it's very worn in the traffic areas. This is a nylon Berber. It really is quite tattered looking wherever the traffic areas are, and really compressed quite a bit. And I remember the last time when I was here a couple of years ago, this hallway had a whole series of very black, very obvious big urine stains from their dog. And I can see something on here. It's possible maybe they're newer ones, or it's possible that those ones from a couple of years ago have started to reappear, which that can happen. But that was 2 years ago, so it really doesn't look that bad. But I can still see a little bit of unevenness in here, and yeah. And I remember it was again right in this hallway here, more really bad. It really looked bad, but it cleaned up really nice, and it has stayed clean. And here we are back doing it again. And then he moved this sectional back, and there's some very bad graphite staining from the hinges of this recliner that are really messing up the carpet here, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, yeah, it's a big house, so vacuumed it all very thoroughly, and it's a carpet that does want to fray. I actually grabbed a yarn over by the sectional there, and he wanted to go for a little run. it's really worn out, this carpet, I guess. It wasn't a good carpet as far as the strength of the construction anyway, obviously, but I guess for 18 years it's not bad. The steps, of course, are really quite bad, actually. We'll get to that in a little bit. A lot of stains on the steps too, and quite a bit of soiling. I have two flights of stairs to do here. That's this flight to the basement are worse than to the upper floor. So we'll engage the clutch. Now, I did decide that although I did use the green stripe AstroTurf upstairs, because it really wasn't that bad, down here it's got a lot more stains. So I'm going to do a two-step starting with the AstroTurf. And then we'll switch over to an Ironman. Yeah, there's quite a few more stains in this area. I guess the kids, I guess actually the whole family would come down here to watch TV for the most part, I guess. So, and there is a dog and a cat or two as well in this house. But anyway, the hog shear is working very rapidly here. Definitely working very well here. I don't think I did this room the last time I was here. Well, maybe I did. I don't really remember. We'll go over all the traffic areas with the hog's hair, which is very effective at scrubbing, dissolving and emulsifying soil and stains. It does work very rapidly, so it has that going for it. It lifts the pile very effectively as well. Oh, look what I found. That's mine. Yeah, this is working very well, actually. I remember it was really badly stained here. So it's really interesting to see a job that I've done that was so badly stained and get back to it a year or 2 years later and see how amazingly well it stands up. I always say the only drawback to the SETT method is don't see my customers often enough because the carpets just don't resoil. It just works so well. Yeah, you can really see it lifting the pile. This is actually lifting the pile better than the AstroTurf was upstairs, so I probably should have gone this way upstairs as well. But nevertheless, it's a choice. Let's go high speed here. Might as well. Most of this area, this room is pretty clean, but shut in front of where the couch was sitting. It's been moved back. So you can see it's quite soiled. Well, right where the front of the couch used to be. And pretty worn there too. So yeah. Alright, let's go over here. There's a mark right here. Now I've pre-treated everything. Suspend. And I also did put some, right on there, Windex. Because Windex actually will work really quite well on these graphite stains. So you can see this is really scrubbing very well here. And it's drawing the soil up. It doesn't actually transfer much into the hogs here, but it will emulsify it. But what it won't do is it's not going to be driving soil into the backing, as long as you're not overwetting it. Just keep it damp, that's all we need to do. And then the solution will emulsify and hold the soil in suspension, and then when I come along with the extraction pad, the second step of the process, then that'll draw it up and remove it out of the fibers of the carpet. So there's some real pile distortion right on the right there, that line, but boy, that's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think we're going to get 100%, especially when it's really bad. That was really black before. That lightened up quite a bit already. So let's some of this black actually come to think of it, yeah, some of this black, there's going to be either plastic or rubbery feet. Those 4 little dot, well, you can see where the feet were basically. And if it's rubber, over time, over years, it starts to, even the plastic sometimes will start to deteriorate and transfer into the carpet pile. I've seen that, even the plastic feet. So, but the couch will be going right back on top of this. He just wanted me to make sure I got this front edge really well. So the couch will be going back. I've got something else I will try on that black spot there, but it's possibly permanent. Maybe. Yeah, that looks, with that soiled, extra soiled area was, that looks really quite good. It is wear there, so there's going to be some degradation of the light reflecting off of the worn areas, of course, but it's going to look good when I put the extraction pad on there. That'll finish it off nicely. And, you know, I've said this before, but I got a spot, say, like that right there, and I want to just focus on it. I can actually heel the machine over a little bit, carefully, and you can then come at it with the pad, just coming at it from one direction, and it's going to lean the yarn over and move the soil from as far down as it reaches and up the pile, yarn and out. And it works much better than an OP machine when it comes to that. It's one of the things I really found quite frustrating about the OP machines when I was using them, is that when it came to spots and things like that, the rotary is definitely superior. I know that people don't like it when I say that, but it's alright. I'll die on that hill. And it'll do so without distorting the pile. That's really important. I remember many times when I came across a stain or whatever, whether I used the Vibe or my Orbotech or whatever, and there was a stain there. I wanted to work on it, and I kind of kind of slowed right down with the orbital machine. I sort of worked that spot and moved away from it, and what do you know? Tip bloom. And that was actually an obvious thing that happened. Definitely you don't want that. On some carpets it just happens very easily, but it doesn't happen with the rotary. I don't know why people say that it does, because I've never seen it.
She's gonna have to step out and take the
dog
sorry? For a walk.
Oh, good, okay. Dog will like that.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Look, it's nice and sunny out now. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay.
His dog is actually blind. Actually doesn't have any eyes. I suspect they had to, for some reason, remove them. I didn't ask him about that, but anyway. We had a blind dog a few years ago. She started going blind when she was about 4 years old. Poor little thing. It really changed her behavior. She used to love to run around and everything, and that slowed her right down. Poor little Sarah. She was a sweetheart. Yeah, I miss that little doggy. And she had diabetes too. Although it wasn't because of the diabetes, she went blind. That was another issue. She just got the shallow end of the gene pool, unfortunately. She was a Yorkie poodle. And poodles, in particular, they can have different issues, so anyway. But we had her for 14 years. Very sad when she went. She was our first little dog to pass away, and then we ended up burying 3 others after that. One older dog we had rescued, who was actually dying. Had her for 7 months, and then the other 2, one we had 15 years, and the other one we'd had for 11 years. And that's when you really find out how much you care about your little doggies. It really tears your heart out. Don't. And that's simply the way it is. So enjoy them while you got them. Well, we're almost done with the fibre pad. Yeah, anytime you have a lot of stains on the carpet, you do want to go with the fibre pad, especially the hog's hair. It just works so well at emulsifying and removing those stains. It just really makes your job so much easier. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down there one more time, actually. That was where it was the worst, and going over there won't. Well, is a good idea. And then we'll switch over to the Iron Man pad, and I'll do that as a separate video. "20 minutes, I guess. That's pretty fast. And when I go over it with the Iron Man pad, it goes pretty fast now because all the traffic areas are really very thoroughly scrubbed. So the Iron Man usually goes pretty fast. It's looking very even here. Looks like all these kind of blotchy stains have lifted. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.